Hey everyone! Today we are making energy snacks. We need the following cooking utensils: a mixing bowl, mixing spoon, measuring cups and spoons, a small baking spatula, and a cutting board. And the ingredients are oats, shredded coconut, creamy peanut butter, chocolate chips, honey, and vanilla. So Megan, the mixing bowl? Check.
Yep, medium size.
Mixing spoon. Okay. The measuring cups and spoons.
Need a few.
A small baking spatula. And a cutting board. Nice. And then the ingredients are the oats.
So you want to make sure that they're quick cooking oats.
Okay, quick cooking oats. And then a bag of the shredded coconut.
Yep, so coconut flakes, shredded coconut.
Same thing, peanut butter.
Creamy peanut butter, and not the kind that separates, because then it doesn't mix real well.
So don't use the natural creamy peanut butter. Just do regular creamy peanut butter. Okay, and then we'll need the honey and vanilla and chocolate chips.
Yep, semi-sweet chocolate chips. These are regular size. You can get the mini ones if you like those.
All right, now our directions say to set the ingredients out on the counter, which we did. Pour all of the ingredients into the mixing bowl. So we'll start with our quick cooking oats, and we need a half cup of those. And she can just use her half cup spoon.
Pour it in if it's in a container, or scoop it out if it's a bag. Double scoop into the bowl.
And now she needs a third cup of the shredded coconut.
So we've got our coconut and our third of a cup, our teal aqua. I'm gonna put it over the bowl to try to keep it, because it's kind of spills. So get a nice scoop into the bowl.
Okay, the next thing we need is a fourth cup of the creamy peanut butter, but we also need a fourth cup of the chocolate chips. So I think we should do the chocolate chips first, because if we did the peanut butter first, all of the chocolate chips would get stuck to it and we'd have to rinse it out.
Very, very true. So we can use our fourth of a cup, and pour the chocolate chips in, scoop them. Nice scoop. A few extra isn't bad because they're delicious.
And now the fourth cup will be for the peanut butter.
It can be a little bit tricky, so take a spatula, or you can use a knife or a spoon if you don't have one. And we're just going to take a few scoops out of the peanut butter jar to fill. So our two big scoops. Now we're going to scoop it out into the bowl.
And if they have a peanut butter allergy, could they do an almond butter instead?
They could, as long as it is creamy, and it just as long as they understand it might seem a little bit chunkier when they mix it together, but you could probably substitute for a variety of the nut butters.
Okay. And then the last thing that we need, two more things, sorry. 3 tablespoons of honey.
Got our honey here, and our tablespoon is the blue one. And we're just going to, I am going to take the lid off, because mine is not squeezing. So I'm going to do it this way. We're going to go with 1 and go ahead and dump it in and let it pour. Scrape it out in between if you want. If it's a little messy, don't worry if it gets a little sticky. It's going to get real sticky when we mix it together in a minute. One last one, and I will scrape it all out after this one. Big glob of honey. And I'm going to use the one with my peanut butter on it, but that's fine that it's dirty because there's peanut butter in here. Don't worry about that.
The last thing is a half teaspoon
So 1/2 TSP, great.
of vanilla. It smells so good.
So carefully pour it. You don't want to put too much because it does have a very strong flavor.
So now everything's in the bowl, and our directions say place the mixing bowl in a freezer for 20 minutes after we've mixed it all together. We gotta set a timer.
So we're gonna mix all of our stuff together. I told you it's gonna be very sticky. And it's gonna be a big glob of peanut butter. Just gotta try to push down on the peanut butter and bring the oats on so that they all get stuck together. Almost there. And then we're gonna put it in the freezer for a little bit so that it gets so the cold will help it not be so sticky, so then we can roll it into the balls that we'll have as our energy protein snacks.
So once she's done mixing it, it looks like this. All of the oats are mixed in with the peanut butter and the honey and the coconut flakes and chocolate chips. And then we'll place it in the freezer for 20 minutes and set a timer. And this microwave says kitchen timer 2000 and start. So the energy ball mix came out of the freezer, and Megan's gonna put gloves on. It just helps the mixture not be sticky on your hands. And it says remove bowl from freezer, put on gloves, and use a tablespoon to scoop out the mixture. So we'll get our tablespoon. So now Megan has her tablespoon.
So we're gonna scoop something out. They're not perfect. And then you just squish them into little balls like that.
You can put it right back on the cutting board.
So after you get them all done, you want to put them in a baggie or in a Tupperware container and keep them in the refrigerator so that they don't get melty and sticky, and then enjoy them as snacks.
So they can stay good in the refrigerator for up to 1 week, or you can freeze them for up to 3 months.